Hi, welcome to Mat Pilates. My name is Carrie. I miss all of you and I miss being in class with you, but I'm glad that you're here with me today to work out, and welcome to my home. We're gonna get a good workout today. All you need is your mat and you. We are gonna be working on core strength, a little bit of back body and upper body, so some arms today. I'm not gonna use any props or supplies, but if you wanted to add weight, you could always grab a pair of handheld weights or soup cans or water bottles or whatever you wanna add to your workout today. Okay, so I'm gonna teach class with no music today. If you want to add music, go ahead and hit pause and put on your favorite playlist. I thought I would leave it with no music so you could pick your own. So again, grab a mat, grab some water if you want it, put on some music, and we're gonna get started, okay? So we're gonna start seated on our mat today. I'm gonna sit crisscross with my knees in this position. If this is not a comfortable position for you, please open your legs out to the front or into a wide second position, any way that you are seated comfortably and without pain in your legs. I want you to lift the top of your head tall towards the ceiling, roll those shoulder blades back and down, and reach that tailbone long towards the earth. Not a tuck of the hips, just an elongation of the back of the body and the spine. And just close your eyes. You're gonna take deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. These are our full diaphragmatic breaths right now. Keep those breaths going. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I want you expanding your ribs, your chest, and your belly. I want you to audibly be able to hear your breath as you exhale in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more right here, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. I'm gonna blink those eyes open, take a big breath in, and exhale. We're gonna reach up and over, getting that nice side body stretch. Inhale up, exhale other direction. Inhale up, exhale. Continue side to side. Try not to sink into that side body, but lift up and over out of that opposing side body, finding that side body stretch. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Try not to let the opposing hip lift off the mat as you stretch up and over. Try to keep it planted and really elongate along that side. Let's add a pulse here for 3, 2, 1. Other side. 3, 2, 1. Few more. 3, 2, 1. One more each side. Last one. Come back to center, roll those shoulders back and down. We're gonna inhale those arms up. We're gonna roll on down. So if you have any issues with your knees in this position in a forward fold, go ahead and open up your legs either to the front or open wide. And as you get down there, if it starts to hurt, you can also open up those legs. So big breath in one more time. And exhale, nod that chin. Start to roll through that spine all the way down. When you meet the floor, walk those hands forward. Come to that forward fold. This is our first forward fold today, so if you don't get too far down, that's okay. Just feeling the stretch in that back body, stretch along the back of the glutes, into the hips. A couple more breaths here. Take one more big breath in. And exhale, slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, stacking your spine, head and shoulders last to come up, and roll them back and down. Inhale those arms out to the side and exhale to the front. We're gonna take a nice spinal rotation, so lift up through that spine one more time. Big breath in, exhale, open up to the side and back to center. Inhale, exhale. Trying to keep lifted through that spine as you rotate, finding that nice spinal stretch. Trying to keep those knees nice and quiet as well and facing towards the front. Last one each direction. And back to center. Inhale those arms up one more time and exhale one more forward. Roll through that spine all the way down, articulating every vertebra. Walk those hands forward, come to that second forward fold. Maybe you go a little deeper this time. Two more breaths here. One more deep breath, big inhale and exhale. One more breath to rise and exhale, slowly roll all the way up, head and shoulders, last to come up, stack them on top of your spine, roll your shoulders back and down. We're gonna turn sideways on our mat. We're gonna hold on to those thighs. If you want to go ahead and take those arms up front, you can. If you need a little assistance, hold on to those legs. Take a big breath in. Exhale, we're gonna slowly round that spine, pulling that navel in, gazing down at your hips. Take one more big breath in and exhale, slowly come up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Round through that spine. Nice rounded spine. Inhale, exhale. Focusing on pulling in that navel. Big inhale, exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, up. We're going to go all the way down to the mat now. Big breath in. Exhale, round that spine all the way down. Slowly, one vertebra at a time, implant into that mat. And come down to your laying position. Bring those knees bent, feet flat on the mat. Knees are hip distance apart. Your spine is in a nice neutral position now. No need to flatten it out on the mat. Normal curvature of the spine is okay here. We are going to come into our imprint position, which means we're going to reach the back towards the mat. Does not have to flatten out on the mat. Needs to be in a nice neutral position. We're working more towards getting that connection with that rib cage and that belly, really pulling it in and creating that powerhouse for you to work through today. So come into your position here, starting position. Hands can be on the mat beside you. Fingers can be inside those hip bones, or one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest, however you find your connection today. We're going to take a big breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to pull that belly button up and in, creating that nice corset feeling. We feel like a corset is cinching you up. All those ribs come together. That belly is nice and pulled in, and you feel that nice solid core connection. Go ahead and release. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull it all in. Inhale, exhale. You're also starting to engage the pelvic floor muscles. Big breath in, exhale. Two more, big breath in, exhale. Corset cinching you together. One more, big breath in and exhale. We want to maintain this position, not letting those ribs flare up towards the ceiling as we work today. So remember this position here. We're gonna go ahead and stay here and lift those legs into tabletop. Keeping that core connection, hands on the mat. We're gonna start with some nice slow toe tap singles to start. We're gonna inhale down, tap the floor, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. Trying to really focus on releasing at those hips, not letting those knees bend to reach to the mat, letting those hips release to reach to the mat. Now my toes are touching, some people's heels will touch, that's fine. And if you don't make it all the way down to the mat, that's fine too. You want to only go as low as you can maintain that core connection. Feel that belly start to fire up. Always bringing those legs back into tabletop. Let's do one more each side. We're going to switch to doubles. If you want to stick with singles, please do so. Remember, those legs do not need to go all the way to the mat. Big breath in. As you lower down, exhale, bring them back up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Audible exhales. Releasing all that used breath, bringing in nice new breath every time you inhale. Try not to grip the mat with those shoulders. No tension in the neck. Last three, bring those knees back up. Remember not to bend in those knees, releasing at the hips. Here's our last one. We're gonna leave them in tabletop. Let's give them one quick hug. We're gonna go straight in hundreds. I'll show you a couple modifications for hundreds. We're going to bring those knees back into tabletop. This is your starting position. If at any time you want to release the head and neck and those shoulders back to the mat, please do so. If you'd like to progress from here right away, you're going to extend those legs out as we begin our work. Okay? You can also extend halfway through. I'll cue you when we are halfway through. We're going to lift those arms towards the ceiling. Take a big breath in and exhale. Slowly lift head and shoulders up. Hands are right by your hips. Remember, our movement in hundreds is from our shoulders. It's not a flick of the wrist. It's a movement in those shoulders, controlled and moved by those triceps pushing down towards the earth. All right, so we're nice and lifted. Shoulders are rolled back and down. Remember that core sit position with that belly, nice and solid and protected. Remember, I'll cue you when we're halfway through if you want to extend those legs. Here we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Halfway. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stay connected. Lower those legs towards the earth. Extend those arms overhead. Straight into our first roll up today. Those legs are nice and engaged on the top. Those hip bones are open. The glutes are engaged. Those hamstrings are engaged. Those legs are nice and solid, connecting to that core. Arms are overhead. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly roll up. Now options here. You can take those elbows back to assist, or one elbow back, or you can bend those legs and reach for those thighs. Come to your forward fold. First stretch forward. Big breath in and exhale, slowly roll all the way down, one vertebra at a time. Head and shoulders last to touch. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down. Let's go for 2 more. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down. Here's our last one. Big breath in, exhale up. Those legs are going to come with us this time as we go down. Big breath in, exhale, roll halfway down and bring those legs with you up to the ceiling. We're going to go straight into rollover prep. We're going to plant those hands on the mat beside you. Use those triceps to push into the mat to assist you. We're going to use those lower abdominals to lift those hips just a centimeter, an inch or so off of the mat. Take a big breath in and exhale, lift. This is your rollover prep as we transition to rollover. If you wish to not do rollover, you'll stick here with one more set of rollover prep. Let's go for 3 more. Last one, let's hug our knees. Little rock side to side. All right, we're gonna go to rollover prep, or rollover, excuse me. If you wish to stick with rollover prep, you're gonna go back to that same series of lifting those hips to the sky. We're gonna take one leg up and then the other. Remember to flow with your breath, exhaling on your exertion. I'm gonna cue you with the way I breathe. If you want to switch your breathing, that's fine. Just making sure that you're exhaling on the exertion and flowing with your breath. Take a big breath in, exhale, lift those legs up and over. Stopping with those legs parallel to the earth. Separate hip distance apart. Try not to collapse with that lower body onto your upper body and keeping the pressure off of the head. Take one more big breath in, flex your feet, and slowly and controlled without gripping the ground with your shoulders, lower one vertebra at a time all the way down. And let's repeat. Big breath in, exhale, up and over. Big breath in, exhale. Big breath in, Up and over. Big breath in, exhale. You're gonna give me 4 more. If you are working on prep again, you are here. Okay, you should be about at 2 more if you're doing rollovers. Let's do those together. Big breath in, exhale, up and over. Big breath in, exhale, slowly roll down. Last one, big breath in, exhale, up and over. Big breath in, exhale, nice and controlled. And let's give one hug at the knees. Little rock side to side. All right, we're gonna combo those 2 moves together. Okay, so we're gonna go from 2 roll-ups to 2 rollovers. We're gonna do that 3 times, and then we're gonna go to singles for 3 times. Roll up, roll over, roll up, roll over, 3 times. 3 doubles, 3 singles, okay? And if you are not at rollovers yet, when we go to our rollovers, you're gonna do a couple sets of prep. Okay, so we're gonna start laying on our mat, arms up overhead, big breath in, exhale, slowly roll up. Big breath in, exhale down. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, legs come with us this time, up and over. Separate those legs, big breath in, exhale. One more time, big breath in, up and over. Big breath in, exhale down. We have 2 more of those with doubles. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down. Legs come with us, up and over. Big breath in, exhale, slow, control, not gripping with the neck. Big breath in, exhale, up and over. Big breath in, exhale, slow, controlled, 1 vertebra at a time. Legs lower slowly to the mat. Here's our last double. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down. Remember those modifications for roll-ups. You can bend the knees, you can reach for the thighs. Big breath in, exhale up. You can bring an elbow back to assist. Legs go with us this time. Big breath in, exhale, slowly down, legs up and over. Big breath in, exhale. Big breath in, exhale, up and over. Big breath in, exhale, down. Lower those legs, slowly control to the mat. Here's our singles. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down, up and over. Big breath in, exhale down. Remember, you can go to prep there. Legs slowly lower, arms overhead. Big breath in, exhale, up and over. Big breath in, lower. Legs come with us. Big breath in, exhale down. Here's our last one. Lower those legs down. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale. 1 vertebra at a time. Legs come up and over. Big breath in, exhale, slowly roll. 1 vertebra at a time. Lower those legs down to the mat. Give them a hug. Little rock side to side. Let's lower those arms to a T, drop those knees to the right. Nice stretch of that spine. Big breath in, exhale, take them the other direction. Big breath in, bring them back to center. 1 more hug, 1 more little rock. Maybe in a circle, massaging that spine. Other direction. Big breath in, exhale, slowly roll yourself up to a seated position. Hug those knees into your chest. We are going to be rolling on our spine today. I'm on a a rug with a mat, so I feel protected on my spine. If you feel like you need any more cushion, you can grab another mat. You can double up your mat, or you can grab a blanket, put it underneath there, or a towel, anything to protect your spine if you have any sensitivity while rolling onto your spine. We're going to come forward onto our mat. We're going to hug those knees into our chest, and we're going to hold on to the shin area of our legs, letting our toes point slightly down towards the earth. We're going to lift up those legs, finding those sits bones, and our shoulders are rolled back and down in a nice neutral position. We're going to take one big breath in. As we exhale, we're going to round that spine, looking down at those hips again, getting that nice C-curve rounded ball position with that spine. Take one more big breath in. On the exhale, you're going to release, roll back onto those tops of those shoulders, and roll forward and hold. Try not to roll onto the neck as you roll back. The neck or the head need to stay protected. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, roll back. And back. And up. Flowing with your breath. Try to find those sits bones at the top. Trying to pause for a second and hold. We have 3 more. We're going to hold at the top. 2 more. Here's our last one. Hold at the top, find those sits bones. Try to straighten out that spine. We're going to reach those hands around and grab onto the outside of the shins. We're going to go for a little hamstring stretch here as we begin our prep for open leg rocker. If you have any tight hamstrings, you do not need to bring those legs all the way up. You can also put a hand back or 2 to assist you in your balance. I'm going to hold on to the outside of my shins. Take a big breath in, exhale, lift one leg, and then the other. Exhaling every time you lift that leg, get that nice back of the leg stretch into those hamstrings. Here's our last one with our singles. We're going to go to doubles. If you want to stick with singles, please do so. You can also put your hands back to assist, or you can be coming halfway up just into boat as well. Take a big breath in, exhale both up and down. Both up and down. Up and up. This is our open leg rocker position. We will be rolling from here. If this is not a comfortable position for you, you're not ready for it yet, totally fine. You can come halfway into boat or back to roll like a ball. Let's do 2 more. Last one, we're gonna hold open. This is our rocker, open leg rocker position. If you're not comfortable rolling from here, like I said, come to boat, which is here, halfway in between, or back into roll like a ball. We're gonna round our spine. The only difference in open leg rocker and roll like a ball is when you come up to your seated position in open leg rocker, you stack your spine one time before you round again to roll. So extend those legs, take a big breath in, exhale, round the spine slightly, roll back, come up and hold, find that nice solid spine, nice core, strong, big breath in, exhale, round back, and up and hold. Big breath in, exhale, round. 2 more. Last one. We're gonna hold at the top. If you need, come back to roll like a ball. If you wish, bring those legs into a teaser position and hold. Your challenge today, if you wish, open up those arms and come into teaser. 1 big breath in, and exhale, we're gonna slowly release to the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. 1 full body stretch. And hug your knees. My mat on this carpet is adjusting on me. All right, we're in knee hug position, little rock side to side. We're gonna go ahead and come into a bridge position. So you're gonna come back to that beginning position that we were in when we found our breath and found our imprint position. Those feet are flat on the mat. You can reach down and maybe tickle your heels, and your knees are bent and they're about hip distance apart. Shoulders are rolled back and down. Even here on our mat, we want to make sure we're not shrugging those shoulders up towards our ears. Hands are planted on the mat beside us. We're going to take a big breath in. We're going to exhale like we did in our imprint. As we get to the end of our exhale, we're going to tilt those hips, squeeze those glutes, and start to roll one vertebra at a time all the way up into that bridge position. Now hold here at the top. When you're in your bridge position, you want to make sure you're nice and level like a plank. Okay? You also want to make sure that that core connection, those ribs, they're still connected. We don't want those ribs opening up towards the ceiling, so it's not a high arc trying to round the top of the body. It's a nice, flat, even body with that core connection still intact, and you feel like a nice long line from your knees to your shoulders, and you don't feel like your lower body is collapsing on your upper body, and you're supported by your glutes. Little stretch along the front of those hip flexors. One more big breath in, and exhale, slowly roll one vertebra at a time all the way down. Big breath in at the bottom, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down. Two more like that. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down. Big breath in, exhale up. Big breath in, exhale down. Here's our last one to hold at the top. Big breath in, exhale up and hold. Remember that nice long plank position. We're going to go into some leg work. If you need to lower those hips to the mat, please do so, or stay up here in this bridge. We're going to lift that leg up to the ceiling. Nice level hips, not letting that hip dip down to the side. Both glutes are working. Big breath in as you lower that leg. Flex that foot. Exhale, point and lift. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Both glutes are working. One is keeping that glute lifted, those hips lifted. The other one is moving that leg. You're finding length along the top of that hip. Keep going. This is the part of class where I tell my joke or my analogy to a movie. It's like Mr. Miyagi's son, Paint the Fence, right? Your leg is reaching long, trying to paint that fence right beyond your reach. Let's do a few more. I'll get back with you. Down, up. Last one. We're going to hold at the top. Let's hold that leg up to the top. Little lifts of the hips. More weight in that heel than that toe. Keep breathing. For 4, 3, 2, don't plop down. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly lower that leg down. One more big breath in and exhale, roll on down. Let's hug those knees, little rock side to side. We have the other side. How you doing? Remember, water break whenever you need it. All right, let's plant those feet. Make sure they're kind of close enough to us that when we lift up, our knees are directly over our ankles. Hands are on the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly roll up. Let's go other side. Nice level hips. You can put your hands on there to make sure they're not dipping down. Here we go. Down and up, finding length. Let's go. How about really long leg? Keep it going. Long leg, finding length. Find that wall just beyond your reach. Let's do 3 more. 2. Last one. Let's hold that leg up. Little lift, 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 lift. Keep breathing. Use your breath. Here's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower that leg down. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly lower down. One quick hug of the knees. Little rock side to side. One full body stretch. Extend those arms overhead. Point those toes nice and long. And then one, roll, half roll up to get up to the top. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly roll. We're going to take one spine stretch before we move on to what I like to call mid-class push, which we're about there. If you've been to my class before, you know what's coming. It's where we really fire up our core before we move up to the upper part of our body. All right, so in spine stretch, I'm going to be in this position. I'm going to turn in just a second so you can see me from the front, but I want you to be able to see my spine position. We're going to do two versions of it today. We're going to have those feet about hip distance apart. Toes are flexed up towards the ceiling, engaging the back of those legs. Find those sits bones sit up nice and tall. That spine is nice and tall. Tailbone's long towards the earth. Head is tall towards the ceiling. Our first one is going to be with a flat back, so we're going to be hinging at those hips. We're going to inhale those arms up overhead, shoulder blades back and down. Keep that nice tall spine. One more big breath in and exhale, hinge forward. It's not a fold to the toes. It is a stretch beyond the toes, reaching to the opposite side of the room. Now, if you have tight hamstrings, or this is too much pull in the backs of those legs, you can pop those knees up. And as you stretch and warm up and get more used to this, you can flatten out those knees towards the earth. One more big breath in. And exhale, slowly come up. All right, second version. We're gonna round the spine before we stretch forward. It's as though my arm, my imaginary arm, I could tell everyone in class, is right there behind you and it's pulling you back towards the back of the room. Like my arm is wrapping around your belly and you're rolling over it. That's the analogy or the imagery I want you to imagine as you round that spine and then stretch forward. I'm gonna do this one facing you. Big breath in. Exhale, round that spine. And then stretch forward. You're probably not going to go over those toes because you're keeping that rounded spine position. You're stretching, pushing that spine back towards the opposite wall. Not shrugging those shoulders up. Toes are still flexed. Big breath in and exhale, slowly come up. All right, we're going to roll one more time to get down to our mid-class push. Okay. So roll like a ball position, hug those knees into your chest. Find your sits bones, find your balance on your tailbone. Big breath in, exhale, round that spine. One more big breath in, exhale, release, and roll. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. We're gonna hold at the top. We're gonna hold that knee into the chest, doesn't matter which side you start on. You're going to take a big breath in and exhale, you're going to roll back and hold. This is our starting position. Now, if you haven't done mid-class push with me before, it's 5 exercises. It's single leg stretch, crisscross, straight leg stretch, double leg stretch, and double leg straight stretch down the center. We do them consecutively, do them continuously, 8 of each. If you need a break, you put your head and shoulders, release to the mat, keep those legs going. If you need to take an even bigger break, just take a pause, take a breath, and get back into it. I will cue you the whole way through. Are you ready? Here we go. Head and shoulders are lifted. That core engagement is still there. That core sit position is still there. We're still engaged. Our legs are working. Remember, these are stretches, so we're still stretching through those legs. Try not to shorten up those legs. All right. If you need to release this leg to the mat as well, please do so, or float. Here we go. Inhale, switch, exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale. 6 more. 4 more. 2 more, then we leave the legs the same and we add the hands behind the head for crisscross. Don't shorten up those legs. Here we go. Inhale, switch, exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale. Inhale, switch, exhale. 4 more. 2 more, and then we go for straight leg stretch. Last one, here we go. Inhale, switch, exhale. Remember to kick your legs to your hands, not your hands pulling towards your legs. 4 more. 2 more. Last one, double leg stretch. Here we go. Make that ball Reach up, just slightly reach for those toes. Take a big breath in, exhale, extend arms and legs. Keep that torso nice and quiet and bring it back around. Reach for those toes. Four more. 3, 2. Here's our last one. Bring those legs up. Option hands behind the head. Option hands under the under the glutes to support. Big breath in as you lower those legs down. Exhale, lift them up. Nice and controlled. They don't have to go so low. Here's our last two. Last one. We have a challenger if you wish. Hollow body hold, breathe. And release. Whew. How are we doing? Let's take a nice long stretch. Arms in a T position, drop those knees. Try to keep that shoulder down on the mat. You can gaze over that opposing shoulder. You're doing great. We are doing great on time. Big breath in. Drop them the other direction. Bring those knees back to center. One more hug, maybe you circle. A little massage of that spine. Other direction. One full body stretch. Big breath in, exhale, slowly roll up. And come to a seated position. How are we doing? You doing good? I hope so. All right, we're gonna roll over onto our stomach. When we are on our stomach, we wanna make sure that we're not disengaging that core position. Even when we're on our stomach in this position, we wanna make sure we're pulling the belly button up and in and still finding that connection, okay? So we're gonna start here all the way down. I like to call it I Dream of Genie arms. You stack one and then the other. Like I Dream of Genie, and you place your forehead on those arms. No, do it the other way so you don't get my watch. So we're gonna start with the lower part of the body. Get here some all the way in your frame. And we're going to pull that belly button up towards our spine, engaging those glutes and pulling that belly button up and in and kind of feeling that pressure on those hip bones. Take a big breath in and exhale, lift and lower, lift and lower. Lift and lower. Trying to keep that upper body nice and quiet. Forehead on those arms. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Try not to sway that lower back or get into that lower back. Just squeezing those glutes to lift. They can go a centimeter. They can go an inch. 2 more. Last one. And quiet those legs. Let's push the tops of those feet into the mat. We're gonna quiet the lower part of the body and just work on the upper body now. Bring those arms like goalposts right outside your face. We're gonna start with keeping those hands on the mat, and then as we progress, you can release those hands with you. Take a big breath in and exhale, lift and lower your upper body. Lift and lower, lift and lower. We're still engaging that lower body. We're pushing those legs into the mat. Lift and lower. If you're ready, go ahead and add your arms. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna put it all together and go breaststroking today. Okay, so you're gonna be engaging your lower body and your upper body. Remembering to keep those arms the same distance as your head. So if you start to see those hands falling down in front of you towards the ground, remember to engage that back body and keep those arms up, engaging your shoulder blades, squeezing together, okay? So we're gonna come back to our starting position. Take a big breath in, exhale, lift, shoot those arms out in front of you, pull them back, squeeze those shoulder blades together and release. Up, forward, back, and down. Up, forward, back, and down. Keep it going. You want to make sure you're keeping that head in alignment with that spine, so your gaze doesn't come up as you lift. It stays in alignment with that spine as you lift up. Keep it going. Lift, forward, pull back, and down. Lift, forward, back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Up, forward, back, and down. Up, forward, back, and down. Last 3. 2 more. Last 1. Release. All right. We're going to pop on up from here. Push back to a child's pose. Really stretching those arms forward, feeling that stretch in the back and the shoulders. And we're going to come to a tabletop position. Hands are nice and secure with those fingers spread nice and wide under those shoulders. Knees are under your hips, nice and stable underneath your hips, about hip distance apart. And your back is nice and neutral to start. Let's take a couple cat-cows here just to stretch. Make sure those shoulder blades those shoulders aren't up towards your ears. Take a big breath in, sway the back, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, push up, round that spine, gaze down at that pelvis. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more, inhale, exhale. Last 1, inhale and exhale. Come with that neutral spine. We're going to extend one leg behind us, keeping those hips down towards the earth, not letting that hip open up to the side. And extend that other arm. If you're ready, you can also keep that arm planted on the mat if you need to for stability. Just hold here in your bird dog position. We're going to take a big breath in, and we're going to meet elbow and knee together in the center, and release. Together, and release. Together, and release. Together, and release. If you have that hand on the mat, you can just simply do the leg. If that leg is tired, you can just do the arm. 2 more. Last 1. We're going to extend and hold. Option to release that leg down or keep it up. We're going to turn that palm up towards the ceiling, and we're going to lift, 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 lift. Again, engaging from that back body. Right here is where you're lifting that arm. Lift, lift. It's nice and straight, lifting from that back body. Lift, lift. If you want to add the leg, add that leg with you. Lift, 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 lift. Last 4, 3, 2, up and hold. And release. 1 quick child's pose. All right, back on up. Reset. Hands under those shoulders, nice wide fingers. Knees under those hips, nice neutral spine. Extend that other leg this time. Hips are square towards the mat. Back is nice and neutral. A little sway is okay. Nice neutral spine position, natural spine position. Other arm out, shoulders back and down. Again, if you're not comfortable, just that leg can be up, or just that arm can be up, your choice. All right, here we go. Big breath in, exhale, pull and release. Little round in that spine as you pull in, pulling that belly button up and in, letting that core initiate that movement. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, we're gonna hold. Last one, out and hold. Flip that palm up. Remember that leg can come down or it can stay. Here we go. Lift, 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 lift. Again, remember you're lifting from that back body. Lift, 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 lift. Leg or no leg, your choice. Here we go. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, up and hold. And release. One quick child's pose. All right, child pose feels good, right? We're going to be in this position a lot right now. All right, we're going to come back to that tabletop position. We're going to keep those hands nice and solid underneath us. We're going to extend one leg and then the other into a plank position. Feet are hip distance apart. From here, you're going to lower those knees down. Keep that nice long plank position. Toes are flat. All right, those elbows are facing toward that opposite wall. They're going to stay nice and hugged into our body as we take those tricep push-ups. But we're going to combo it with a child's pose today. So it looks like this. Inhale, exhale, push up, back to a child's pose. Up and back, up and back. Keeping those elbows squeezing into the side, letting those triceps do the work. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2 more, you got it. Excuse me. Last one, child's pose and hold. Slowly roll up. All right. We're going to end class in a seated position. You pick what is comfortable for you. We're going to work on rounding out the rest of those arms, and then we're going to stretch and we're done for the day. Time is flying. All right, any comfortable seated position. If you're comfortable down here in Criss Cross, you can stay here. You can also come to your knees and rest on those feet, or you can come up to a kneeling position. You can even stand if you want. I'm going to sit Criss Cross today. Any position you're in, remember our core is still engaged. The movement is in our arms, but our core is keeping us nice and solid so our body is not rocking back and forth or front and side, keeping us nice and solid, okay? We're gonna start with those arms out in a nice T position. You wanna make sure they're slightly above your shoulders. So if they start to dip down, slowly bring them back up. Roll those shoulder blades back and down. We're gonna start to take small circles forward. Now here's where that core comes into play, right? We don't want our body rocking back and forth with those circles. We want them isolated in our shoulders. So really pull that belly in, stabilize that torso, and work just in those shoulders. Little circles. Focus on slowing your breath down after those push-ups. Circle back. Goal here is to keep those arms just above those shoulders. Keep those shoulders engaged. Here's where you can add those weights if you wanted to, little 3-pound weights or some soup cans or water bottles. Let's go forward again, but turn those palms up. Keep breathing. Let's take those palms back, or arms back, excuse me, palms up still. Last 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold here, little lift, 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 lift. Remember, it's a lift of those arms initiated by those shoulders, right? It's not a lift of the shoulders or shrug of the shoulders. It's a lift of those arms, but initiated by those shoulders. Little lift, 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 lift. Let's turn those palms down. Lift up, 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 up. Keep breathing. Doing great. We're almost there. Palms back up, little crosses forward. They should be at about eyesight if they're lifted right above those shoulders. Cross front, cross front, cross front. How's that core? Still engaged? Last 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold them here. Palms down, palms up, palms down, palms up, palms down, palms up. Now there's some rotation in here. If you have any shoulder issues and this is starting to hurt you, take a break now. Or don't do this one, there is some rotation in here. Shoulders back and down. Last 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna hold those palms down, cross front again. Last 3, we're gonna hold them front. 2 and 1, hold front, palms up. Bicep curls towards your forehead. Arms are still lifted. Create tension in those biceps. Last 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold in that curl, little lift, 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 lift. Keep breathing. We're almost there. For 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna hold here. We're gonna turn those palms in. We're gonna put them together. We're gonna squeeze those elbows together. A little lift, lift, lift. Try to keep those elbows squeezing together. Keep those shoulder blades back and down. Little lift, 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 lift. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Release, roll those shoulders back. Roll them forward. Let's bring one arm across. Try not to pull on that elbow or push on that elbow. Either hold here or here, keeping that shoulder down. Nice stretch. You can turn and look over that shoulder. Open up. Other side. How are we doing? We're doing good on time. Shoulder down. And release. One arm up and over. Nice side body stretch. And come on up, other side. And come on up. We're gonna go ahead and turn onto all fours one more time. We're gonna thread the needle today to really stretch and open up that back. So we're in the all fours position, knees under our hips, hands under our shoulders. We're gonna inhale one arm up, exhale, needle it all the way through that opposing arm, sitting down onto that shoulder. I'm gonna turn around so you can see me. This position, really sitting onto that shoulder. Now this hand can extend out like a child's pose. If you like to take a bind, you can bring that hand all the way around and open up that chest as well. Any position you're comfortable with. If you have that bind, go ahead and release. Bring that hand back right in front of your face. Inhale. Exhale, swoop that arm up to the ceiling one more time. And exhale, place it down. Let's do the other side. Inhale up. Exhale all the way through. Remember, you can take that bind or forward. you're in that bind position or forward, bring that hand back under the face, or by the face, excuse me. Inhale that arm up, and exhale, set it down. Back in that tabletop position, one more set of cat-cow. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. Come to a seated position, however you are comfortable. I'm going to sit in Criss Cross today. Roll those shoulders back and down. Close the eyes. Bring the hands to heart center, placing those thumbs on your chest. You can feel your breath slow down. Feel your heartbeat slow down. I'm so thankful that you are here with me today, able to join in with me in a workout and feel your body getting strong. Feel the tension drifting away. Feel your breath slow down. Feel your inhales and exhales become equal. Bring breath back to your belly, to your ribs, to your chest, to your back. Full diaphragmatic breaths. We're going to take 3 breaths together to end class, holding on the last one. Big inhale and exhale. Big inhale and exhale. Last one, hold at the top. Big inhale, get more breath in, and audibly let it go. Thank you for being here with me today. I miss each and every one of you. And for those of you I don't know, hopefully one day I'll get to meet you, and I'll see you in the next class.